All right, you guys, here we go again, man. This is REN, Fire. Y'all asked for it. You asked for it. Here we go. See what we got here. The one, the only.
I like the way this is coming in.
Let's go. Raindrops at the side of the window. Pitter patter, it's a perfect crescendo. With the charm and the beauty of a young girl. Marilyn Monroe makes me wonder. Is there peace to be found in the gutter?
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus.
And it's your boy, Don Wannabe, back in the house once again.
All right, you guys, after our emotional breakdown to Freckled Angels.
Did we release that yet?
Yeah, it came out today. So,
Take it down.
This guy.
Yo, man, I'm trying to get my alpha wings. You know what I mean? My alpha stripes out here. You know, alpha male energy. Can't be letting people see me cry.
Yeah, well, you cried first.
I know, that's the point, bro.
I felt weird rewatching it because I felt like I should have probably been a little more sensitive. Like, I was just like, so people don't understand. I had a whole swarm of emotions, so I'm just sitting here like this. And so, like, I'm thinking that I've totally opened myself up to the audience, which I did more than normal. But I was super open during that. Like, there was a lot, like, emotion just flowing through me, but I kind of was just like, I said some real stuff, but I was like, dang, I was just kind of like this, almost like, and you were talking, I was just like, so I didn't just break down and just like, oh, yo, son, it's so crazy. It is so crazy, especially on that second verse.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh. Anyways, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we went there, and it just makes you revisit the fact that we're all human, we have emotions, and there's loved ones. But this was the song that I was telling you a lot of people wanted us to react to, and actually, remember?
Actually.
I was like, hey, after that, should we play another
Yeah,
joint?
and I was like, nah.
And mad people were like, yeah, play another one. Let's get the vibrations higher. Like, after it was done, and I was like, that's kind of funny. But anyways, here we are. This is the Freckled Angels project. And song's called Fire, and we're going to get into it. So, you guys, like, share, and comment on all the content. If you rock with the vibe, subscribe to the channel, and let's do this.
40-year-old
What?
boys are back in town. 40 boys are back in town. 40-year-old
What?
boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, you guys, and just like that,
All
we're
right,
back.
you guys.
Let me get this logo down, pull the video up. Don't forget, new music video planned. It's on the channel. I drop a bunch of original content on the channel, so support the original content like you do these reactions, and let's get into this. And actually, you guys, your boys are finally trying to get out of our mom's basement and, you know, be independent, and we might have a sponsorship with Manscaped, but we're doing a trial period this month. So we're going to start putting promo codes, and if anyone wants to, if you need to, you know what I'm saying, get yourself cleaned up as a man, you got to order it with our promo code.
Man, or a woman, let's be real. I mean, it's called Manscaped, but if you got some hairy armpits, you know, girl.
They're going to dish you. They're like, yeah, and Don. Anyways, Manscaped.
We're not going to abide by your misogynistic beauty standards. We want to have dreadlocks in our armpits and hairy legs.
With people like that, man. That's their thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you want to rock with Manscaped, we going to be hitting y'all with, you know, with the keys to the city. All right, let's do this. So this is REN, Freckled Angels project. The song's called Fire. Let's get into it, man. Y'all been asked, so many people have asked me to react to this one specifically.
So without further ado, here we go, folks.
Raindrops at the side of the window. Pitter patter, it's a perfect crescendo. With the charm and the beauty of a young girl. Marilyn Monroe makes me wonder. Is there peace to be found in the gutter? Her release in the sound of thunder. Sensations mine to plunder. I grow fonder. Oh, this beauty is found in time and space. I've lost my mind, but I've refound my faith. A faith in this life to be the game. I guess there is hope to be found in the end. And oh, my mind is on like techno.
This might be my favorite Ren song so far. I mean, I'm not trying to hate, but a lot of the music that we've reacted to, he goes down some dark paths, and I like this uplifting vibe.
Yeah, I mean, so I really like this. This is up there for me. Like, it's so funny because everyone has their own preference, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like High Ren, there's something about it that's it's just a masterpiece. You know, and if I'm in that mood, that's just one of the craziest songs and visuals that it's just one of those things. It's going to stand the test of time. But if I'm being completely honest, some of my favorite tracks, my first favorite track is still Humble.
Yeah.
I love Genesis.
Yep, I like Genesis as well.
This is up there. This is up there. This is up there. It's crazy. This is rock. This is just rock. Wouldn't you call it just rock, right?
What did I say the other day? Reggae.
Yeah, I was like, what? Reggae, you mean? Anyways, dude, this is hard. I like the way he comes in.
Is it like ska, technically, kind of? A little bit like a ska influence? Yes. Do you know what ska is?
Yeah, but I thought ska has like some type of horns in it to make it kind of go a certain way, you know?
I don't know enough about the different genres to be able to like break it down like that. But I know that like ska is influenced by reggae.
Reggae, yeah.
Reggae.
I just felt like this is like a dope rock song. I don't know, man. I don't know nothing. You guys let us know. But what I was going to say, I love the way he came. He's like, yeah. I was like, and then he comes in with the hook, and I'm just like, yo, like, dude, this is the one, bro. This is tight. And what's crazy, though, this is what messes me up about this stuff, bro. This is 7 years old, almost a decade old. And think about this. So this has 250,000 views. But so this is what's so crazy about Ren in this moment. I've been saying it on the last few, like the door is opening for this brother. This is his moment. Something is happening. This does not always happen. It's like striking the lottery. Like it is happening right now.
He has this massive catalog of amazing music. So when you say that it's only got 253,000 views, I know what you're saying. Like this song should have millions of views, right? And that's the most, you know, I don't know if I'd say the most impressive thing, but he has this amazing catalog and it's being slept on. Like 250,000 views is cool.
Yeah, well,
but for the level of the song, it's
I would say it's
ridiculous.
Maybe it had gotten slept on, but like I was saying, the door's opening.
Yeah.
And there's no sleeping on Ren anymore. Like it's here. This is.
Yeah, but 250,000 views is not enough for the level of the song, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's growing. And that's why so many people have told me to react to this. And this is what I'm seeing trending is people like, yo, you got to hear this one. And then those, before you know it, have millions. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just like when you have a tremendous catalog like this, it takes time to get to it all. But this is really good. It's kind of, anyways. Like this hook is
taking me higher, and I can't sleep. I'm feeling wired, so wired. Bruises got me feeling inspired, yeah. The pitter patter, it be thumping like techno, and the rumble of the thunder like an echo. Feeling manic, close to panic, I will shake the freaking planet with this fire so volcanic, keep me breathing. I will rock from the floors to the ceiling. Inspiration, it fills me with healing. Oh, this life never felt so appealing. Oh, what the feeling. Oh, this beauty is found in time and space. I've lost my mind, but I've refound my faith. A faith in this life to be the gain. I guess there is hope to be found here, my friends. My mind is on fire, fire's burning, taking me higher, and I can't sleep. I'm feeling wired, so wired. Bruises left me feeling inspired, yeah.
Why do when I listen to this, I see the top down on the T-Bird driving on this highway through Arizona, you know, hot chick standing on the seat. You're just driving like, I'm wired.
With some Daisy Dukes.
Hey, man, whatever she want to wear, man. It's on your boy. Why do I feel that way?
I don't know. I didn't get that image. I did not get the same image as you.
What image did you get?
I'm just vibing to, honestly, I was like going down this mental pathway of thinking like, when I said like a ska kind of influence, I'm like, no, it's like a rock song. But then, once again, it's like I hear these little notes, like at the beginning, that little pitter patter, for some reason was reminding me of, God, now I'm drawing a blank.
What I was going to say is I felt like he was kind of rapping.
Yeah, I got something different. I got that. What is that song that System of a Down?
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a little.
But I feel like he was rapping. That's me. That's just, it's like,
yeah.
It's just a pattern. And maybe it's not rapping, but it's like singing rapping to me. That's how I analyze it. I'm like,
yeah.
It's ill. But this is, bro.
But once again, it's like I hear these little pieces,
or like a party, like like my prom, confetti, just like yeah. I don't know, man.
Prom and confetti, okay,
yeah, confetti falling down.
Yeah, no, I'm just like hearing these different elements of, he's got so many influences, and I hear just these little pieces here, and it's like a chef to me that's taking these like different spices that you typically wouldn't mix together necessarily, and then he puts it together and it creates something totally new that I've never tasted before.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that, man. I felt like I don't know, like this is like just, this is just a jam to me. I'm like, yo, this is a bop, as the kids would say. This is a bop, player. You know what I'm saying? I like it. Actually, I'm teetering on loving it. I like it right now, but I'm teetering. I just like the way it makes me feel, bro.
Yes.
And
now I wish we would have reacted to it after.
I got to tell the truth. I got to give a confession, bro. So growing up where I was from with the homies I rolled with, right? I was telling you in one of the reactions, like, I always just listen to rap and hip hop, and every now and then, because of MTV, I'd get exposed to System of the Downs and Incubus, and I was like, yo, I kind of like this, and I would play it, and one of my homies would come through. You know how my crib was just always open, they'd come in the basement, I'd be like, oh, trying to change it, like, man, why you listen to that white boy? You know what I'm saying? So it was just
So your
funny.
friends were racist?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that. It was just one of those things where they're like, oh, you ain't listening to hip hop, you're weak, son. It's just how it was. Anyways.
Young, dumb men.
Yeah, so I missed out on a bunch of music, and I remember having these moments where I was like, dude, I really like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they wouldn't. It's like, man, turn that shit off. It's like the joke you have with the aux cord in the car now, where it's like, oh, da-da-da-da, right? Like, so when I'm hanging out with some of my homies who were more in the alternative path, and they're playing like Weezer and Blink-182 and Incubus and the Deftones, I'm like, yo, this is actually kind of dope. But that was my only exposure, because when I'm with the homies, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, gang stuff. You know what I mean? It was just because that's what we were rolling with back then. So anyways, this like opens my heart to things that I was like, that I really kind of wanted to get into but never did. And now, fast forward to now, and I'm getting exposed to all these new genres and listen to stuff, I'm just like, yo, this is tight. And certain things that I probably should have just been open to, but hey, I just, when I was younger, I was just on some, I guess I was kind of, got kind of following, as much as I became a leader from those times. Like I distinguished myself and became who I am. I was a follower in those moments too. I'm trying to fit in. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
With my group of people.
Yeah, because that's facts. I mean, I remember kids like picking on me, or I wouldn't even say picking on it, but your friends would clown on you.
Also,
for certain things.
The accessibility to multi-genre, like you have a phone and everything's on it now.
Yeah.
Like we were talking, I was like, bro, we had CDs. Like you kind of had to choose. Like, all right, I'm going with this. It just is what it is. Anyways, all right, back into this fire. He got us fired up. This is a dope track. This is actually super dope.
Quite tired, yet this moment is my Messiah, all these omens point to desire in the ocean, sings to me silently, it's singing out.
I want to listen to this with some headphones on.
Headphones in front of you.
It's true.
What's he saying at the beginning? Is he saying my love is on fire? If for some reason, man, I don't know why I feel so nostalgic about this song. Like the way it's hitting me is like I just closed my eyes and was listening to it, and it's just like I just keep getting like these MTV music videos, like the dude grabbing the girl's hand and they're running, her hair's blowing, and they're like just like, you know, running away from the city. And just
it's funny because when
like,
you paint that picture, I can totally see it.
You know what I mean?
Totally see it. Like
That's
when you
just
said the
what I
car,
feel.
when you said the car, I just imagined, I was like, oh yeah, I could totally see like driving down like a desert road.
Yeah. Well, and let me tell you guys my experience. So I'm a rapper. I know I'm under the radar, but I've toured all of America many of times, 35 city tours. I've toured Europe once, Canada, and a bunch of other places. But when you're driving on the road, and let's say you're not even, maybe you're just driving, you got to get somewhere that's very far away. To me, there's like classic hip hop, you're like kind of bumping, but there's something about just getting out of your, just playing like rock for some reason when I'm traveling just is so tight. Like you know, like we're halfway there, living on a prayer. So stuff like that, just, I don't know what it is, why I connect that with driving, and it just makes me feel like, man, I love traveling, and it just, I want to literally
It's
just
funny
go,
that you
just
say
get on
that.
the road and like have some snacks and bumping some rock and just,
It's
you know?
funny you say that because when I was out in Florida, my homie Taylor flew out to go hang out with me, and we drove 2 hours to Sarasota. And I had been, you know, we was bumping all this other music, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put on like some classic rock, and we put on like Heart and like Bob Seger, like all this stuff, and
Dude,
we were
Journey.
just Journey, and the whole ride, him and I were just singing, like we were just like, you know what I mean?
The vibes I'm getting from this
we were
joint.
like singing every chorus and just like beating on the, you know, on the dash, like the whole way there and back. And then we pulled into town. He looks at me. He's like, I don't know what it was. He's like, but you know, maybe I haven't heard those songs in a while, but that playlist was just like hitting the whole time. That was amazing. The whole time we were just like singing and then laughing
and
for
it
like
brings
4
back these
hours.
memories, or like even sometimes, I don't know, it connects you to movies that you just have memories or fond of, like, you know, different things. Like the
To
other
me,
thing
you know what it
that's
is?
how I got exposed to rock. When I lived in Germany, there was only one radio station for the military.
Yeah.
So that's how I got exposed. So it brings back all these sounds you heard as a kid where you're just like, oh, snap.
You know what it is
You know
for
what I mean?
me? I feel like I'm time traveling. When I'm driving, it's like you're going past these cities. It's like flying past you. It's kind of like you're timeless, like you're moving at a different speed than you normally would. And then I always go into this space where I'm listening to the music, and I kind of like start picturing like this other time. It was literally from another time. It's like, you know, 50 years ago, you know, you're listening to music from the 60s or 70s or 80s, and it's a totally different time period. And like the vibe is totally different. The music is kind of talking about different things. They're talking about love in a different way than like WAP. So it's like for me, it's like I'm transported to like this other time.
Yeah,
almost.
no, facts. And
like you said,
I feel
it's like
that way
a
with all
reminiscent.
music. It's just the zone. Like when I was walking my daughter in her stroller when she's like 1.5, I'm playing the Supremes.
Yeah.
And it just felt amazing. You know?
Now, I know this is
a
a tangent, but to tie it back into REN, I totally agree with what you're saying, that there's something about this song that makes you like nostalgic and reminiscent, and it does have a timeless vibe to me. Like I could see, you know, why all these emotions are coming up for you.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm catching it too.
It's super dope. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not
And we've paused it so many times. That's why I'm saying now I want to go back and just like put the headphones on and listen to it with no interruption.
Feeling inspired, yeah. Oh, faith left me quite tired, yeah. This moment is my Messiah. All these moments want to desire. In the ocean, sings to me silently,
Yeah. Dude, it reminds me of high school, being in love with a hot chick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, man. That's just what it brings to me, man. It just brings me those type of vibes. That was fire. Low key, no pun intended. It's on fire, it's fire. Sweat is fire. Know what I'm saying? Put some fire emojis in this mother. Anyway,
All right.
look, man.
No, I I was thinking throughout the whole song is like, man, how many other, I feel like he's just free. Ren is just like so free, like artistically. I don't know if I can think of another artist that's just like taking so many swings in different directions with different genres and blending things together in kind of a fearless way. I mean, there's, you know, a lot of artists that push the boundaries, but how many can you think of that spread across so many different boundaries and are blending these different genres and actually like hitting home runs?
Yeah, I mean, he's a rarity. We do see this more in this day and age because of the technology and what people have been exposed to. But he's a gem, bro. He's a gem. That's why I keep saying like it's like a one in a lifetime type thing. Like you come across these type of artists every few generations. I believe he's one of those artists, and his time is here, and his time is now. And I'm super excited, and I love even just having a platform to, you know, keep pushing it. And like, I get to come on here and vibe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have these conversations. And I'm like, dude, this is just crazy. Like, I just never thought we'd get to a point where just doing this could help support him. But at the same time, like we're really like in my opinion, we're supporting something legendary that's beyond ourselves. Like, we're in the mix of history, bro. That's how I honestly feel.
Mm-hmm.
And as if you really calculate, like, imagine me and you being roadies for Jimi Hendrix. Like, bro, I brought him the guitar.
You've got to hear this person. He's amazing.
And if it wasn't for me, I gave him the gas. Not saying that I'm giving Ren the gas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, being involved in the history
like
of
watching it unfold.
Music. Yeah, it's right in front of our eyes. That's honestly how I feel.
And it's crazy, too, because I basically did not sleep last night, and then I worked, like, all day. And then drove, you know, an hour and 20 minutes to get here so we could do these reactions. And I'm like wide awake. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. That's what
music does to you.
You know, I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, worked until 5.
Why people work out listening to music, because music is like pre-workout. All the stuff people take, if you really listen to it and you're like, what is this? It just gets you going.
It's funny you say that, because this is kind of a tangent, but I was.
Everything is a tangent right now.
I put on a song the other day and I was like, man, this song makes me just want to run through a brick wall like the Kool-Aid Man.
That sometimes that's, when I listen to Jedi Mind Tricks at the gym, I'm like, I can put up 315. And I'm like, I can't put up 315, but my mind says it. So I can. Anyways, you guys, thanks for rocking with your boys. Dude, Ren does it again. He hasn't ceased to amaze me, but these are the joints that I vibe to very, like I said, you guys, like my top, some of the, and we haven't gone through his full catalog yet. So I'm just over here like, I got so much, like, that's what's funny. People send me so many things to react to in general. On top of it, a huge portion of it is Ren, but I'm like, you guys, like, we got to, you know what I'm saying, give other people a chance on the channel, you know what I'm saying? But I love it. Every time I get in front of something cool like this is awesome. And the interview's coming soon, you guys. I'm not going to say, because who knows when this drops. We pre-record these, but the interview will be coming soon, God willing, and the creek don't rise. So, man, super cool opportunity. Ren is, I don't even know what to say about him, because I've been watching him shout out all these people lately, and he doesn't have to do it. He really does it out of sincerity. He found this dude who he loves this dude's reactions. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think his name's like John Wolf or something, because I even followed him and helped support him. But he was like, I love this dude, the way he thinks, the way he breaks. And I started watching this dude, and this dude has a really unique, like, eclectic, like, very, I don't know, abstract way of presenting, very poetic way of doing reactions. Dude barely had 2,000 subs. And Ren saw it, he was like,
but he started busking in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying. And so it's Ren like, posted it. And like, bro, I went back and the dude almost has 10,000 subs. I'm one of the subs. I posted it on our community page too. I was like, man, I'm going to just keep with, cause like, I don't know. I'm not a reactor, bro. Like, literally, if you really think about it, I've been reacting professionally for 5 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know, like, and so I'm just like, man, I'm just going to just roll with this. I'm meeting people. I'm showing love to Anthony Ray, Cliff Beats, That Singer Reacts Now. This new homie, I can't remember his name because I just found out about him last night, but I'm just like, I don't care, man. I'm just going to just show up. And that was cool.
and,
Like that made me appreciate Ren because I was like, sometimes you can get the ego talking, And
this
just
is
be
what's
like,
so crazy.
Oh man, I'm too big for these channels. And I was like, damn.
Hey.
He brought me back to, not that I was going there, but I was like, yo, I need to just stay me. Just show love.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's willing to do an interview with us says something for multiple reasons. I was thinking about just the fact, I don't know, maybe I should save this for the interview, actually.
You should.
Because, yeah, this is actually one of the things I wrote down. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm saving it for the interview because there's a specific question. But it says a lot about his character that he's willing to do these interviews, number one. And number two, that he's willing to do it with people like us who don't have the biggest platform. But
and what I would also say is because he also listens to you. Because I actually also think the fans have gone to bat for us. Like his fans are crazy in a good way, but they really rock with us, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge thing because they're like, Pegasus, the boys. Like they rock with us, bro.
Yeah.
So it's a combination, and he's just like, well, yeah, I'll do it. Like, because he's just cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like, I don't know the answer from him, but I think there's multiple things, but he listens to his base. And
his
that's
community.
It's really cool. Anyways, you guys, sheesh. Love y'all, man. Like, share, and comment on all the content. Keep subscribing. We hit 90K.
1 minute of music, 65 minutes of reactions and tangents.
Nah, man. Everyone's heard this song, and it's cool. Like,
Oh, I know. I'm just joking, man. I like to play into it. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boy.
40.